That's how everything she does. The next person is one of my really good friends, and he may look tough on the outside, but he's got the heart of a poet.
Who's that? What?
Yeah, Cruz!
What, Chris? Can someone record for me, please?
Chris, hope you guys had a great time. Well, you can say this is a bit kind of like a testimony, but it rhymes. I was constantly getting beat down with injuries inflicted. People always mocking me, so I feel afflicted. Surrounded by nothing but crooks and the wicked. Hatred and violence all ever saw depicted. Even when I'm on the ground, they continue to humiliate me by spitting. Too afraid to speak out, so in poems my words were always written. Lost self-esteem as they ridicule me for my pants ain't fitting. Barely hanging on to life because this pain is pushing me to start quitting. Man, my mind had become filled with these suicidal thoughts. So ashamed of myself, I just want to turn my life off. Crying out each night because I didn't know what to do, and God is when I finally decided to turn to you. I dropped down on my knees, screaming, God, please, can you help me? Lord, open my eyes to see. Because, Lord, I swear, I feel so lost. If you really love me, how could you let this happen? Gave me a life where no matter where I looked at me, people were laughing. I got so mad, I kicked my bedside table and knocked it down. I heard a really loud thud as a book fell to the ground. I picked it up to find the Bible in these hands of mine. Couldn't be a coincidence, so it just had to be a sign. I opened it up and read the first verse I see, and that's when my eyes became wide open as I felt Christ fill up in me. Come to me, all you who are toiling and loaded down, and I will refresh you. Matthew 11:28. Reading these words made me begin to wonder if God had already knew my pathway. Felt as though God was speaking to me through the Bible's words. That's when I knew that it's time that I be heard. No longer will I sit down and take hits from evil men. For every second I stand tall, I can feel my heart strengthening. I gotta live for Jesus because he had died for me. He never called quits even after driven into insanity. So neither shall I, for I have a reason to live. I may not have much talent, but I got my words to give. It's my time to shine, to begin to speak louder, and preach about the gospel, feel my Father in heaven grow prouder. He gifted me with the ability to speak, so I must let my words shower. Gifted me with the beating of a heart, so I can't be a coward. No longer in the shadows will I hide, but into the light will I shine. Time to allow God to use my voice to reach out to mankind. Because my life was only one out of a billion that needed to be saved. So here I now stand in front of you, preaching, no longer afraid. For there's no more space in my heart for fear to be stored. Because now only Jesus and love occupies my heart's core. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you a way to know God more. And that's by standing tall, holding your ground, and forever speaking louder than before.